Hello, hello, hello. Here we are live, folks. What's up? You know what I mean? Alright. I need to sleep. I need to grab probably some gaberry wine. And we are good to go. I think I want the mana tent, though. How's my water? Water's good, too. Alright, do we want it to be daytime or nighttime? Probably daytime. I probably only need to sleep like 2 hours, too. Probably go to warehouse. I think that's the fastest route to get to the dungeon. A good old train, I should say. What's up, Havoc? Alright, drink some water. Let me double check tartines, though. I don't know how many I have left. I have a good enough amount. That should be fine. Not much, how are you? I'm doing good. Doing good, man. My sleep schedule's a little out of whack because I went to bed early last night. And I'm like, alright, I'm gonna get up, get some stuff done, right? So I had a really good sleep. I woke up. Guess what time it was? 2 in the morning. I had like 4 hours of sleep. My body was ready to be up. I was like, well, this is unhelpful. Did not make any sense whatsoever. Alright, let's go with Lightning Boon. We probably won't see anything on the way, but just in case we do. But never be too careful. And I would like mana regen. Don't have a lot of good mana regen, but I do have a lot of items that offer it. I feel that. It's either a short nap or a wake up late. I know, dude. It's like I either wasted half my day or now I'm up in the middle of the night. Well, I don't know. It can never be just right, you know? Can never be just right. Probably the first time in a long time I played without the luxury tent. It's kind of interesting. Not really noticing that much of a difference. You'd think it would have hurt me a lot more than it did. Ooh, double golem. Oh, that's cool. Discharge hits one of them, and then the other one doesn't see me. Ah, I had no idea that was gonna work. I'm waiting for him to get over here. Double punch. You're done. Ooh, power coil. Nice. And discharge. See ya. So that's 2 swords. Do I have any palladium? Ah, we'll get palladium from this dungeon, though. There's usually a bunch in here. So there you go. If you want to deal with the double golem easily, just go ahead and discharge. Get one on you. Works like a charm. Oh, there's palladium right there. My next victim. Goodbye. Ooh, double palladium. I will take those, sir. Nailed it. Alright, did we miss any of the dungeons? I'm pretty sure I did living quarters yesterday. I know for a fact I did, because I did the truck dungeon. The only one we haven't been to is where we're about to go, I believe. He said just be Sheen, it makes all of Outward easy. Alright, fair enough, Havoc. I imagine that has helped me, yes. I cannot argue with that. You know, it's funny that these are the only... these giant golems right here. They're forged golems, but they're bigger versions. They're only seen in the Rust Lich fight, and they're still not this big. Like, this is a monster version of them. Why don't we ever see any of the bigger ones? That's the same thing with the sword golems. There's massive versions of the sword golems that are broken all over the place, and you never fight one. It would have been really cool, too, because they're so big. They tower over the player. They're like... probably... take half of an Immaculate and add it on top of an Immaculate. So they're like that much bigger. Yeah, living quarters we went to. So research laboratory. The research laboratory. Copy-pasted 2 of your builds and matched the playstyles respectively. And I wasn't Sheen, so I got my butt handed to me. Ah, I see. You were missing the Sheen element. I unfortunately can't hand that out. Outward does have a lot of that, though, like personalized builds. Some builds just only feel right if you play them, because you have to build them to your own liking, you know? Wolf Mage chest. Ooh, these could be helpful, actually. Do I have money? I do have money. Tourmaline. I should buy that, actually. Dude, how many of these does he have? Nice. It's a lot of loot. Yeah, I need to go buy Doom Touch when we go back to town. Doom Touch, and I think there was something else I had to do. Oh yeah, get more mana. Whatever will I do to avoid the decay ball? Maybe hide behind the door. Yeah, this special attack is just not read very well by the enemy. They don't really understand it. Whereas they seem to understand probe very easily, which is odd. Okay, there's 2. More good potions. I will take all of that. No scope. Nailed it. Get out of my face, punk. You're done. Ooh, those are really good potions. Let's open up the secret thing and then see if there's any loot back there. Walls are any mage's weakness? Yes, indeed. You cannot hit if there's a wall in your way. This is true. More tourmaline. I think I need some for enchanting. I'm not sure how much I saved up. I don't think I had any more. So that's a good purchase. Alright, let's turn all these in. Then we'll probably rebuff after, I would think. And then the Forge Master's really mad at me. You know how it is. I was mean to him, so he complains. Alright, what do I want to do? To use this? We need to go all out on this encounter because it's annoying as crap. That. And then there's one more thing I need. Maybe more mana. couldn't hurt. Oh no, I need the cheesecake. I need the cheesecake. And probably pumpkin pie. There we go. Corrupt resist should help, at least in theory. Oh yeah. Oh, I thought that'd kill him because it was vulnerability. Oh well. Okay, we need to get rid of the little guy. So let's bring the centaur over here. The little guys are the worst. They will sit there and just put that AoE all over the place. Ooh, that was not good damage. He makes himself resistant, I think. Yeah, that's almost unavoidable. Do something. Probably should have used prismatic there. Nice. I did get hit, which is unfortunate. Ooh, 3 chitin? Are you kidding me? I might come back through and grab that. That's 3 chitin from one enemy. What's up, Cold? You're sapped? Yeah. Unfortunately. What's up, Corey? That attack is so hard to dodge, man. It tracks you down. Oh, there's some good stuff in here, though. It just tracks you down forever. Usually, if there's walls near the enemy, that's the easiest way to fix it, because you could just get it pinned on a wall. But it's not guaranteed. See if the golem comes through the wall. So I don't know if he's supposed to be on this side, or if this wall's supposed to be, like, not there. It's very odd. That would catch you off guard if you didn't know about it. Can I lock onto him? Oh, I hit the stairs. Alright, come on, buddy. I got a buff anyway. There we go. Oh, he's right there. Laser. Saw coming. Just bring him away from the... Oh, we might be able to just cheese him with this. Because if he sticks next to the elemental, I'm not moving up. I'm not going to do it. Oh, good. He's stuck. He's stuck on the elemental. Maybe I go back in here. Dude, elemental discharge is doing so much damage like this. Ah, I still got him. I still got him. He hit me with the impact, but he's dead now. Have you tested out the gold Lich Knuckles? Not really. We're going to use them on probably the Lich, though. What I'll do is I'll walk up, hit him with the prismatic. And then when he transforms to his other version, I'll switch. That way I can try and, like, two-phase him, maybe. Did I get the key? I think I got the key. We don't want to loot too much, because I can always come back through the dungeon. But yeah, I'll try and two-phase him, because if we have to three-phase, it'll be really difficult. I think usually if you let the fight go on too long, they spawn more golems, which is tricky. Quite tricky indeed. Alright, let those two go at it. They will never kill each other. We already decided that last time. There are 2 idiots hitting a wall. Who are you fighting? I am okay if you kill that beast golem. Oh, but you won't, because you have no damage. Oh, I missed. I like switched at the last second to try and hit the golem. Alright, now you come over here. If I can not waste brace on him, that would be ideal. Nailed it. Ooh, there he is. I wish for the life of me I knew what this buff was that they gave the enemy near them. Hey, dummy. Wait for the run ability. Might do it? Oh, I did it the last second, though. Yeah, so we don't want to pick up that. We'll come back through and grab that. Well, that was a lot easier than it should have been. Yeah, infused light is way better, dude. It's way better. The light source is probably the second best in the game. I imagine runic lantern's still better than it. I'm gonna have to help one of them. I'd rather not help the golem if I can. Nailed it. You're done. Alright, I think my boons should last long enough to get... No, they're not. And then I'll take a mana, because I may actually need discharge here. Let's go... Oh, man. Having cooldown on Enrage and Discipline, you wouldn't think would be that good, but it is. It really is. Take another cheesecake. And water. And there we go. So they are in their little walkway area. Let's go deal with the sword golem in the meantime. What's up, Grubby? How's it going? Brace him. I wonder if they can come over from this side. I've never tried this. I have stealth, so they probably couldn't see me. That might be a good idea, though. You could probably single out one of them instead of fighting multiple. Yes. Prismatic. Nice. Nice little one-shot. One shot in the fact that it's more of like a 5-shot, but you know what I mean. Okay, don't have my stamina buff. It's probably a bad idea. Sweep the leg. Get a little bit of probe action in here. Do I finish him with it? Hoya! Nailed it. Nailed it. I need the lever. Pull that pot. I wish they would have done more of stuff like... I like Caldera too, dungeon-wise. But I think this dungeon in particular was such a cool idea that they did all these secret doorways and stuff with. Like, putting a random pot that you have to just walk up to and push, that's a cool idea. I like that. Ta-da, doors open. I hope they do more of that stuff in Hour 2 for sure. That is not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. More star mushrooms. Can't hurt anybody. Let's see what we get here. It's a good chest usually. Marble fists. Ooh, yeah. We'll come back for that for sure. Absolutely. We will come back for that for sure. I think the next encounter is also golems, so let's use a varnish. Believe that is the case. Let me rebuff with boons. And I need a water buff as well, I believe. Kind of missed the old way of traversing the dungeon. Felt more like of an accomplishment. Yeah, it was a lot harder before, I'll admit. Now that you can just go to any of them, it is definitely way easier. I don't know, though. I do like the new method, because the last one was very frustrating to deal with. You never really fully knew where you were going, you know? Oh no, I angered both golems. Actually, I didn't. That is beautiful. A short-range shotgun blast of magic. No one shall stand in my way. That's how it feels. Trashing everything right now. Discharge is on the cooldown, so I'm just good, dude. Oh, that's not how lightning works. Let's not even pretend. Ah, I couldn't avoid it. Let's back these guys over in a corner and then just single out the golem. Otherwise, without Predator Leap, this is kind of a messy encounter. They don't really enjoy moving up very quickly either. Okay, now that they're a little bit forward, I should be able to trash this guy. There we are. I ate a little bit of damage. Unfortunately, lost my probe. Or my alert. We're just gonna eat these, because there's no way to do it. Oh, he didn't hit me. Nice. Sweep the leg! He dropped nothing, and he dropped nothing as well. Bummer. Another purifying quartz. This game is insane. I have so much purifying quartz right now. I might actually just have to go make a bunch of incense to sell, because that's what it's looking like. The game gave me everything I need for it. Alright, Rust Lich time. Do we need the tent? No, we have the tent buff. That should last plenty. Let's check it. 1,000 seconds? Yeah, we're good on that. Alright, so what is the play here? Use these? Let's go varnish on these. Yeah, I want to use those first, I think I said. I never sell incense stuff. I keep it in case I want to enchant stuff. That's not a bad idea, yeah. That is not a bad idea. Alright, I need my cheesecake. Alpha sandwich. We do want Gaberry wine for this one to help with the mana cost. Let's go in with alertness levels. Try that. And then that should be it. So what we'll do is we'll discharge all the golems. Which does seem to work. Okay, let's watch out for that though. Ooh, that's an easy two-face. Wow. This build is way better for this than I thought it was going to be. I do need to swap to the other knuckles, though. The alert potions make all the difference, man. Bro never stood a chance. Bro never stood a chance. And I didn't even have vulnerability on there because I just now swapped. What the heck was that? What was that, brother? Man stood no chance. I'll tell you, dude, the lightning damage is nuts. It's nuts. I can't believe that was with the Gold Lich Knuckles, too. Wow. Alright, we'll come back and get some more stuff. I want to run through this and grab all the chitin. I'm already heavy, so. Honestly, Rust Lich Helmet wouldn't be that bad because we are focusing on lightning, but it's... It's not really built for this. Maybe a different build. Yeah, having those alert potions. Does anyone know the recipe for those? I might need to look those up. Those alert potions are huge. I had discharge every second that I needed it. Complete game changer.
Good day.
I want to train with you. I don't have any money.
It's you. I wish it hadn't listened close. How unfortunate. I don't see you.
So give me 500
earned
silver
this.
so I have money.
Good day.
Thank you. Now I want to train with you.
Here's something you should know.
The Doom Hex. So I could try that, maybe, if I want to. What the heck? Particles weigh that much? That should help. Water, Nightmare Mushroom, and a Sting Leaf. Okay, so they're not that hard to craft. You get 3 or 4 for it. Prismatic Flurry is like a Rainbow Hex, Torment, and Rupture combo. Rust Lich dies in 2 rotations. Yeah, I wonder what it would have looked like if I would have used Spirit Varnish. Because, I mean, I'm decked out for Lightning, so in theory, Lightning would deal more damage. But he's so weak to Ethereal. It's a tough call on which one of those would have been better. I feel like our lightning damage bonus is probably enough to put lightning over the top. Discharge just hit like a truck. Or not discharge. Prismatic. Prismatic hit like a truck. Yeah, Sting Leaf usually does drop from Stegosaurus more reliably. And sleeping outside's the easiest way to get it from what I heard. And I've also seen. We're going to store everything and we'll sell it later when we need it. How much tourmaline do I have? I have no tourmaline, so good thing I grabbed that. How many purifying quartz? 5 purifying quartz. I have not gone to Caldera yet. How crazy is that? Did I even take the Gabberry wine? I feel like I did, but I'm having a hard time remembering. Alright, so we want to store probably all those potions I don't need. The alertness I'll store as well. I'm about to go pick up a ton of loot, so let me just not carry a bunch. Alright, Emmerker Tomb, Gemstone Key A, Lore Foundry, Living Quarters, Lore Test Chambers. I don't need any of that, I don't think. Is that enough room still? Probably not. That's the crazy thing. This dungeon's so filled with loot. What's up, Astero? It's harder to boost ethereal with armor. Yeah, true. I think probably the best one is going to be Mana Wall. It's either Mana Wall or Runic Armor. Runic Armor has pretty decent defense or bonuses for ethereal too. No, Tenebris does as well, if I remember correctly. So you got 3 sets you could probably switch between. Alright, where's the door? Is that this one? No, it's the one in the corner. Here it is. Green Copal plus Spirit of Berg. Yeah, that one's the best. That's true. That one is the best. Trying to think helmet-wise. I mean, I guess you could use the Antique Plate, but the Antique Plate doesn't actually have that much, like, that high of bonuses. It's good, but they're not that high. And then we throw on this, so we have more light. So we touch the painting, meaning we can go get the Czar Fists. Not that we'll use them, I've used them before. They also don't fit the theme of the build. But look at these Czar Fists. Oh, they're so beautiful. Insanely beautiful. Guys, this is like the 4th pair of Palladium Knuckles I've gotten on this run. I'm not even joking. I have gotten so many Palladium Knuckles on this run. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. The fact that I chose this weapon and now they're just handing them to me. Did I loot the golem? I mostly looted him, yeah. These guys had mana stones, if I remember. Yeah, they were kind of a dud. They were big old duds. Nothing good. Thank you for the sword. This is the optimal way to do it, man. You gotta do it this way. Just go back through the dungeon. Don't pick everything up the first time. That's silly. I do that all the time. Not a good idea. Where's the secret passage for this one? Oh, it's the book. What's the best heavy armor for Caldera? Technically, the Zagus armor set is really good for Caldera because it has hot weather defense. Interact with that book. Technically, that one has hot weather defense, so it's really good. If we're talking defenses, though, nothing really beats the candle plate in my mind. Ooh, Apollo incense. That's odd. That is odd. I'm already heavy, though. Oh, yeah, because of these. Look, 5 apiece. The Palladium Knuckles weigh as much as the Czar. That makes no sense. Czar's supposed to be, like, super heavy. What'd she have? Sugar? She died with sugar. Useless. This is probably... I wish the end part of this dungeon was expanded a bit more, because this is probably one of my favorite dungeons in the game, and the end is just a bunch of golems. They don't really do too much with it. Like, I wish the floors had, like, a cooler, I don't know, designed arenas for fighting them. I like it nonetheless, but, maybe something could have been done. T-pose. I think there was another golem in here. I need palladium, though. Golden enchanted knuckles from Legacy Chest, more OP than Czar. That is what everybody says. I think Czar is still better if you're using Wind Infuse. Without the golden winds, yeah. Without the golden winds. Because they're fast, too. Aren't they a 1.1? They're either a 1.1 or a 1. I feel like they're pretty fast, though. I remember them being pretty easy to use. Maybe golden knuckles are, but I don't know. If you are going wind infused, our stuff's hard to pass up because the impact is nuts, but... The thing about golden is it'll let you use other infuses, and then you're just doing so much damage. Golden ones have more attack speed, gotcha. That is what I thought. Oh, I will take that, sir. What is this liquid corruption? I've never crafted anything with liquid corruption. I don't even know what it's used for. It's gotta be corruption resistance potions or something. Of course, that I'm using the white kin and just get messed up by magic. Oh, white kitsunugi is terrible against magic. It is terrible. It's a physical armor set. I would recommend... I don't know if Kitsunugi even has hot weather defense either. I don't think it does. I'd recommend the candle plate instead. I'd even recommend blue sand over that for Caldera. Yeah, those are heavy though. Ah, I can't carry him. That sucks. That sucks, bro. Yeah, I would even recommend blue sand armor over that. If you're worried about stamina, Copal armor's... it doesn't have many negatives. It's pretty good defensive-wise for Caldera. I think it has lightning defense and ethereal defense. I want to go to the warehouse. That might be the way to go. Another thing you could go do is you could grab the Chalcedony armor. If you're already in Caldera, Chalcedony armor has barrier. Barrier can be quite useful against elemental attacks, and it has good defensive. Maybe that's the play for you. Liquid Corruption is used on those potions you sometimes find on the Scourge Horror. Oh, the ones I never use. I got you. Ready to watch a good hour of fisting footage. That sounds so awful, but yeah, it's true. Horror Potion's kind of nuts. Restores all burnt health, stamina, and mana, and gives health regen 5. Ooh. That is some pretty good stats. Yeah, I don't know what kind of build you're using, Corey. Chalcedony armor is pretty decent, though. I'll say that. Speaking of Chalcedony, with a spell blade build centered around using the shield and mason fusions for Gong Strike, work with Chalcedony. Yeah, I'd work with Chalcedony. Chalcedony's one of those all-rounders. It doesn't really specialize in anything, just defense. You can use it with basically any build. Other than mage builds, obviously, because it has no negative mana cost. But yeah, you could easily use that with like a mason shield type playstyle. Actually, you bring up a good point. I think Gong Strike is pretty versatile like that. It may not be my favorite skill in the game, but it does offer a lot of options. You don't really need to do too much to get it to actually work, you know? My idea is basically an anti-mage tank archetype. You use a mason shield infuses and redirect it back. Yeah, dude, I've tried a build like that. It's awesome, actually. There was another guy who did that. I think a guy named on YouTube named Pentagram. I think he had a build like that where it was the Marble Morning Star and the Fabius Palladium Shield, and he didn't take any mana. But he got all of his infuses by just blocking an elemental attack from the enemy and then sending it back. And it worked really well. Chalcedony Helm looks so bad, though. Yeah, you could easily swap it out with, like, the blue wide hat or something. The hat is goofy, I agree. I don't know what they were thinking with that armor set. I like the rest of it. It's got like a smooth look to it, where most armor sets are more rugged. And then the helmet's just clown. Clown mode activate. Alright, folks. The Antique Plateau is done. It is finished. Hit me up with the Poltergeist enchant. Does anyone know what that is? Is it light particle? Or is it the ether particle? I kind of feel like it's ether. Off the top of my head. It is ether. Okay. And I believe this is the tier 2 ether incense. But it only uses 2. Look at all that loot. Beautiful. Enough to make a grown man cry. As they say. Purifying quartz. And I need tourmaline. Then we want to go to Cierzo. What was the other thing I needed to do in Cierzo? Mad Captain's Bones, I think. No, I would have made this potion before. Ah, I need Dreamer's Root. That is the thing, yes. Thinking to myself, why can't I make this? Dreamer's Root. The fastest Dreamer's Root, I believe, is on the left side of town. Prismatic Flurry seems OP. It is indeed pretty darn busted. That's the thing about it, is it leaves you vulnerable, but it's got a lot of damage. And so, like I've said several times throughout this playthrough, I think this build in particular is actually better at bosses than it is at killing basic bandits. Which is so funny to think about, but it's just a group of enemies that are fast. It doesn't fit with the playstyle. Whereas bosses are slow and methodical, and, I mean, even faster bosses, they still give you openings that are guaranteed. Might be a mantis around here. Usually is one. No, he's over there. No Dreamer's Root there. Where'd he go? Oh, he's hiding in the grass. Oh, he saw me. It's the light. I thought I could get away with it. Why did sweep the leg and not connect? Sweep the leg! Okay, Dreamer's Root, I see you. The one time I need you over here, you're just gonna not be there. Fair enough, my friend. Fair enough. What? That doesn't even make any sense. How'd he hit me? That was weird. I hit him right in the face, and it just didn't connect. What if I was too far away? Prismatic Flurry is OP in the sense that you can use it. If you don't want to wait for the animation, you can dodge after using it. Enemy still continues receiving damage. Yeah, they take a whole bunch of damage in a row. So it's kind of like a just get in, get out kind of move, you know? Deal the damage, run away. Is that a Weber? Thought it might be an elemental. It's a Weber, though. Now we have the Dreamer's Root. Done and dealt with. Done and done, sir. Watch out for the wooden post there. I could fight the Tsar warrior again if he goes over there. I'm fine with that. That is okay with me. Still need to enchant my hat before we can fight the elite Buzu, though. That is a bummer. Alright, I think a Monsoon was completely done. We don't need anything. Excuse me. I don't think we need anything from over there.
Greeting. Yes.
Let's see. What if we go to Monsoon, make tartines, and then go to Cierzo? It's a lot of walking, but tartines are life, you know? Actually, if we do that, I might enchant the Palladium Knuckles. Does anyone know the recipe for... What's it called? It's the lightning enchant on Palladium. I think we said it was a fire incense. Alright, so Sylphina should be Poltergeist. I hope. And then I need a fire particle and Dreamer's Root. Now I need more Dreamer's Root? What the heck, bro? It's weird that nobody in town sells Dreamer's Root. It's so prevalent in the open world, and yet no one in town has ever picked it.
What do you need?
Yeah, like nobody sells it. Yeah, we're definitely going to Monsoon then. That's a good plan. Then I can get 2 enchants out of the way. I could try the other Knuckles. I doubt I'll like them because, again, I'm using Discharge, so Poltergeist is huge. But I could try them. I'm never against trying them. Alright, fastest Dreamer's Route. We could go right, and we could go to the buildings. I'm gonna go left, though. I think usually by the front ramp of the Hippodrome, there's 2. Might be wrong about that, though. What's up, Philip? When you see how fast Dreamer's Routes degrade, I don't think it's a sustainable product. Ah, that's probably why, yeah. Yep, right there. Tell me there's 2? Indeed. There we are. Double Dreamer Root. So now we turn a fire particle into that. I'm just gonna hope that that's what it is. I should probably look up the enchant, though. I don't actually know the pillar placement. I think it was north close, south close, Monsoon requirement. What are these? Palladium Knuckles? Palladium Knuckles. They get the enchant called Castigation. Oh, they also get Humiliation. That's interesting. I think I wanted Castigation, though. Monarch Incense, north far, south close. Must be in Hallowed Marsh. Monarch Incense is a tier 1 fire particle. So yeah, I was right. I need to buy another enchanting table, though. I think I left the last one in the middle of the swamp. It was an effective idea at the time. Okay. Don't know if I have the fire particle in my inventory. Should double check that. Where are you, fire particle? Uh-huh, I only have 1. Let me see. Fire, dreamer, dreamer. Nailed it. Okay, we have Monarch Incense, Sylphina Incense, and Palladium Knuckles, Gold Lich Knuckles. I need the tables, and we are good to go, folks. Do I have rations? Indeed I do. Ooh, let's go take one more point in mana. While I'm over here, because I keep forgetting. And I'll never do it if I don't do it now.
Is there something you need?
Alright, I would like this and all of those, please. You have an awful lot of Gaberry wine on you. But it will make me heavy, so I won't buy it. I will make a good decision for once.
Put 'em up. I'll train ya.
Aha! Nightmare's passive. That will be helpful. Should have had that a long time ago. So we currently have 55 and then 155 of both others. We do this, we'll have 75, 150, 150, which will lose almost nothing. And this will be 2 points, I think. Right? Yeah, because I got 15 from Spellblade, 20 from 1 point. So 35 plus another 20 from the faction ended up being 55. So 2 points in mana total. There we go. 150, 150, 75. Nice. Now we've got a little bit more mana to work with Discharge. Even if we don't have mana potions readily available. Now I gotta figure out what I want to do backpack-wise for the Antique Plateau. I'm gonna need an alchemy kit, a cooking pot, and a backpack to drop food in.
Can I help you?
Yeah, no, you can't help me. You don't have any backpacks.
Is there something you need?
The cheapest backpack is a nomad backpack. What's up, Andrew? How's it going with the fist build? Dude, we are cooking. We fought the Rust Lich
You better have the money.
and melted his face in 3 seconds. It was awesome. The man fell over like wet paper. Good times.
How can I help you?
Alchemy kit. There we go. Now we have the materials for Caldera. I believe I have a pickaxe and a... Ooh, I have a pickaxe somewhere that has poltergeist on it. Where's that at? You know where it is? It's in the Vigil Pylon of Enmerker. Okay, let's grab some water and then dip on over to Cierzo, or Monsoon. Yeah, because the white hat was in my legacy chest of Cierzo storage. Then I had the silver chestplate and the slide and the gauntlets in the Lightminder's Tower. So we haven't done the Vigil Pylon
Greetings,
yet.
friend. Yes.
I have everything I need, don't I? Yeah. Do the fists perform well against gargoyles? I haven't tried yet. I haven't fought one yet. We did... Actually, no, we did fight a gargoyle. We fought the one underneath the ziggurat over in the swamp. He's like the decay version. He died very, very quickly. The problem is we won't be able to block for long, so we'll have to DPS him down pretty quick. Okay, so we want to do... I think I have to be out in the marsh for this enchant. I always spend 2 points for all my pure mage builds. Health and stamina is too important. No one wants to end up like Roland. Yeah, I've done 3 a lot of times in the past. 3 gives you basically a huge storage of mana. For this build in particular, I have enough, though. I don't really need to. Alright, point this north. I think it was north, far, south, close. If I'm wrong, I will be very disappointed. I do 3 for my Rune Knight builds. Yeah, Rune Knights kind of need a bit more to work with, I feel like. Enchant these with Castigation. I just want to see the lightning difference. It's the toggle. So, if you do Castigation, you get 14 lightning damage. Sapped is a good bonus, don't get me wrong, but I think in this case, the original enchant of Poltergeist is better. I don't think Castigation's that good on these fists. Now, you are dealing elemental damage, so maybe that would help. Yeah, I'm not sure I like that. Let me go hit something. So I can test it. Yeah, I'll equip them. Where are they at? Yeah, we'll equip these. Buff them with lightning. And then we'll just hit the Wendigo. See how much damage we deal. Cheesecake! I don't need the pumpkin pie anymore. Sad. I could have guessed there was a Taunosaur there. I almost said there's going to be, but then I was like, nah. Ooh, sap gets applied instantly, though. That's kind of good. Make sure I go get my tartines, guys. I cannot leave here without those. That's the whole reason I came here. Maybe these are better than I thought. The thing is, they're bad with the discharge. It'll break too fast. Applying that in a single hit and doing that much damage, though? I mean, it's double elemental damage. Literally double for the prisma or for the vulnerability. I don't know. I don't know, folks. On the one hand, they do seem stronger. Specifically because I'm weakening the enemy. On the other hand, the other fists have raw damage. So I'm not sure how much that makes up for it. They might literally be the exact same. This would make you slightly more defensive, because it does do sapped, so enemies can't hurt you with elemental damage as easily. I'm pretty sure, though, both of these enchants are the exact same. There's very little difference in how they play on these specific knuckles. Now, other Palladium weapons, yes, it'd be different, but not on these. Because they have vulnerability, it's hard to tell. I knew you were gonna hit me. Either that or they're doing more damage and I'm just coping. It's hard to tell. Prismatic with the high cooldown? Yeah, it's really good. I mean, I don't even have that good a cooldown, is the thing. But when I have it, it's almost instant. It comes back immediately. Blue Chamber gave you 20 mana as a choice. Blue Chamber gives you 25 if you do Roland correctly. Yeah. $25 additional mana, and then you get the 40 health from Gift of Giants.
Can I help you?
Can I help you? Indeed, my friend, you can help me very much. Nailed it. Very cool. I'll say that much. Very cool. This might actually be a better option to use these when we go fight the... What are they called? The Ancient Dwellers. Because the extra lightning damage is just going to trash them. So, that might be the play. I like Blue Chamber, but I think both the story and buffs from a lat are better. They are, in general. I will say this, though. Hardcore runs, I've taken health a lot more often because of playing hardcore. Blue Chamber gets a lot better when you do that. Trust me. I don't need any more of those cool potions, do I? Alright, so we don't need Monarch Incense or Pale Beauty. We went with the advanced. And I don't need money. I just need rations, which I don't have. Alright, put those away. That away. It's always a good idea to keep these on you, because you never know what you're going to run into. But I don't need that many of them. Swordbar cooldown's my favorite, even if it's not that good, all things considered. I mean, it is amazing. It's just... a lot of times it feels situational. I think once you get it working, though, it's definitely really, really strong. Using a Sun Axe, do I still need to use a Varnish or Rag? In general, when you're doing outward combat, you should always use a Varnish or a Rag, regardless of the situation. Like, it doesn't really matter, you should always use them. Now, with Sunfall Axe, you don't have to, because you've got burning damage. And you have good fire damage, right? So you don't have to, but combat is always easier if you do, so might as well. Alright, we gotta go to Sierzo, so we gotta go bottom of the map, I think. What's up, Blue Sin? Yeah, Varnishes are just kind of a tool in Outward that you use, you know? You don't really use them if you're a mage, because you're not really meleeing as a mage, at least not all the time. But for any melee build, Varnishes are your best friend. Just remember that I started the Harmattan quest by accident in the middle of my main story. It's not too big of a deal. You have a lot more time than you think. 100 days is a long time. But you should probably try and beat your faction quest before the 100 days. That way you could go over to Rust and Vengeance. You could always just go to Rust and Vengeance and kill one of the bosses, too. That resets the timer. But yeah, the quest essentially fails if you don't finish it before then. So it is somewhat important. No chance you hit me. You are a cheater and a liar, and then both of those things are bad. Rude. Those would be good, but I don't want to be heavy. Alright, now that we hit him twice, we discharge. He dodges, because he's a frickin' punk. Brace! Sometime today. Damage is always the right choice. Dead enemies can't threaten you. Very true. A very common tactic, unbeknownst by most people, is to kill your enemy before they kill you. It's crazy. Ah, sweep the leg. How I hate you, and yet I love you at the same time. It's a very complicated relationship. What'd you do to that poor bandit? I sent him to the afterlife. He shall not return. So even a fire rag will add more damage to the Sunfall Axe? Yes. That does not replace damage, it adds to it. You should always use a rag or a varnish anytime you can, because it is... there's no downside to it whatsoever. Yeah, you just have to eat it, man. You just can't. You cannot do it. They attack so fast. The only time adding a varnish or a rag could possibly hurt you is if you are playing with Wind Infuse. And so you'd lose your impact by getting elemental damage, right? But even then, you're still using an infuse technically, so it's still a buff. Corey, welcome to Fearless Companion. Thanks for being a member of the channel. Glad to have you, buddy. Glad to have you. But yeah, always use buffs, man. It'll help you. It'll help you a lot. What's up, Rusty? How's it going, bro? Nice, bro. You bet, dude. You bet. Stupid Taunosaur getting me. Angers me. I wonder if we'll see the alpha. I'll fight him if I find him. I shall fight the alpha. The Alpha Taunosaur of legend. He's never where I need to fight him, though. He's always in a weird spot. He either spawn... oh, there he is. I see him. I can see his model spawning in right now. He is very out of my way, but I must destroy him. It is a need. It is a need of mine to destroy this man. Let's go Alpha for the extra to impact. Maybe get some stamina going. And then, ooh, 31 marshmallow and tartines. Nice. Watch this, you ready? Turn the lantern off. Boom, boom. You missed. Brace! Destroyed. Embarrassed. I like fighting the alphas. The alphas are more fun than the regular Taunosaurs. They have an extra opening after their AoE attack. The regular Taunosaurs, I would actually classify as annoying, and then the alphas, I'd just say are fun to fight. If you're prepared. If you're not prepared, they're impossible. Rust Lich already down? Yes. We defeated the Rust Lich at the very beginning of today, and we destroyed him. It took 2 prismatic flurries. I punched him a little bit more than that, but yeah, it took 2 prismatic flurries, and he was dead. Seen your voice cracked? I am a child, yes. This has been confirmed. Alright, now we got bandits, maybe? No, the Taunosaur replaced the bandits. I see. There is a duo down here, though. Not a fan. Not a fan of that at all. Glad to make your stream. Looking forward to what you bring today. Heck yeah, bro. Welcome to the stream. Had a pretty cool idea. You know how the Rust Lich helm gives you 25% more lightning damage? Wouldn't it be good to combine that with the Radiant Wolf sword? Yes, it would be very good, actually. Buffs ran out at the wrong time. Why is this guy holding his sword weird? Bandit did that the other day. Yeah, that would be very good, in fact, though. Oh, you have a 4-hit combo? Calm down, brother. Simmer down over there, sir. I would like to use Lightning Boon. We're all children, but the bills say otherwise. Facts. Yeah, you probably use that helmet. I go silver chestplate still. Then you have good physical defense, and then the boots could be pretty much anything. Could use like Tenebris boots, Gold Lich boots, maybe. I don't know. You just want lightning damage, so whatever you could get out of that. Maybe Cryptea boots, they do have a lightning damage bonus. They do have a lightning damage bonus on them. I'm not sure how good it would be, though. And nothing in the swamp to fight me. I've become too powerful. I had to go out of my way to fight the Taunosaur. Clearly, he did not want any of this. I do see 2 Stegosaurs, and I will run away from them. I do not want to fight them. If I go all the way over here and I already did Mad Captain's Bones, I'm going to be irritated. Pretty sure I didn't. That means we need to do Royal Manticore and First Cannibal. I don't think we did First Cannibal yet either. It's hard to remember which ones I've done when these longer playthroughs. Did you perhaps punch them? I imagine I did punch them, yes. You can enchant the Tenebris boots with lightning damage. Well, every boot in the entire game gets lightning damage, I'm pretty sure. I think Flux. Yeah, Flux is like 5% more lightning damage, but maybe those have a unique one. I'm not sure. Flux is on almost everything. I don't know if it is everything, but it's almost. Oh yeah, we're in one-shot territory now. You suck. If anything, this has been a very fun playthrough because I feel like I got a lot better at the knuckle combat. I've learned a lot of things about them. This will make the hardcore run a lot easier. Rule of thumb for Knuckles. Don't fight anything until you have a build. Okay. Oh my word. Also, don't use Probe. Probe sucks with Knuckles. No Probe. Probe bad. Certified turtle over here. Lightning! Oh, almost. Dude, you did not hit me. Worst hitbox I've ever seen. Probe! I need those extra probe bits. Let me get my alert up. Ooh, there we go, there we go. Sweep the leg! Get down. Do I finish him off with a twirl? Do I do it? I did it. Mad disrespect to that fellow. Mad disrespect. Where am I headed? Oh yeah, Poltergeist on the Gold Lich gauntlets. Not that I necessarily need them per se, but it'll be really fun to have for bosses later on. Oh, I don't have the lightning boon. Can't one-shot. Bro's flexing on the hyenas. You got to, bro. You got to. Listen, Caldera beats you up enough. You gotta come back here and just trash some basic stuff. Makes you feel good about yourself. What's up, Varen? Piston with the goofy gloves? Yes, sir. What's the objective now, Sheen? Do elites? Yes, we're doing elites right now. We have, I think, one elite in Chersones we have to deal with. And then we'll go over to Endmerker Forest. And we have all of the elites over there. And then we should be... Oh, no, I have to go to the desert after that. The deserts are not done. Alright, Poltergeist. Let's see if I remember. Should be east, close, west, far. The only reason I know that is I did it earlier in the playthrough. What's the best item that the traveling merchant can sell, in your opinion? The frozen chakram. And it is not a competition. Nailed it. Poltergeist on the fists. Nice. Okay, so here's the thing I wanted to see. After both are enchanted, what are the difference in stats? Wow. That's kind of weird. The gold Lich Knuckles are unironically better than the Palladium Knuckles. They deal slightly less impact, but they have more lightning damage by a lot, by an extra 4, and they both inflict a negative 25% damage buff to lightning. Because this is Element of Vulnerability, and this is lightning. These are actually better, dude. This is crazy. How weird is that? Alright, I don't need any more of that. Palladium's way harder to get than the Gold Lich, though. It's very odd. But yeah, Frozen Chakram is crazy, dude. It's awesome. Yeah, dude, Black Pearlbird messes you up. He's a hard enemy. Curious question, is Poltergeist worth it compared to Whiplash? For spear builds. Poltergeist is better than Whiplash in every single possible way, unless there's one exception. You are doing a physical damage build. And then even then, sometimes it's still better. But yeah, Whiplash is for pure physical builds where you just want to amp it up to the max, and then Poltergeist is for everything else, basically. It didn't used to be that way, but after they made it repair, that's just how it is. Why do you keep leaving your table? Because I don't need it. We're done enchanting. I'm going to use probably Barrier on the hat. We gotta go kill, what's his face? It's not Myrid, what's his name? Mad Captain's Bones. How come every skeleton in this game is M? Merton, Myrid, Mad Captain. It's a little weird, man. I need to pick up my pickaxe, too. Where's that at? Endmerker Forest, we need to do the Vigil Pylon and make sure I don't forget. I believe that is where I left my pickaxe. Getting chased by the Black Pearlbird at night is terrifying when you just start out. Yeah, that happened to me on, I think it was the Great Axe hardcore run. I just got chased by a Black Pearlbird forever. Don't mind if I do, Termip. Don't mind if I do. I think I have a newfound respect for these boots, though. The Scholar boots are actually amazing. Negative 10 mana cost, and you can enchant them with mana regen. It's a low amount of mana regen, but it stacks with anything you've eaten to be quite good. If you rely purely on foods, it's slightly too slow for my taste. Slightly too slow. I'm gonna get some more water real quick. IRL, not in-game. There we go. Anyway, what were we saying earlier? Oh yeah, Frozen Chakram, bro. Woo! go! The Master Trader, or the Sorborea Caravaner, sells the Frozen Chakram. It is one of my favorite items in this game. It is so fun to use, so powerful, and also looks really, really good. That is about as important as anything else. What's up, Blue? I remember one build stream. You were constantly looking for that speed mask and it never dropped. Yeah, usually if I get the Pearlbird mask, it's way late in the run when I don't need it. It happens every time. The last mini-boss in Chersonese. Why did I not do him earlier? I don't know. He doesn't know how to dodge. You, my friend, have been defeated. And now, ooh, a pickaxe. Now we begin the quest that I will never complete, because it is way out of my way. Well, we might be able to hit it. I mean, it's in Merker where I'm headed. So we did the blue Taunosaur. The Matriarch is dead, I think. Did we kill the Matriarch? Yes, I killed Matriarch with Horror Gauntlets early in the playthrough. Then we have the Golem. The Golem's dead. The Wendigo is dead as well. The Trog Archmage, dead. Vendaval completed. So yes, Chersonese is done. Let's head on over to Enmerker. I did the Zara Knight as well already. Master Trader Boots, Flex, running around with the wind. Yeah. Flux, you say? Yeah. Is it extra 5% speed, or is it 3% for Flux? I don't remember. Ooh, hello. I thought my weapon was put away. It was not. Oh, that was the thing, though. These don't inflict their ability very quickly. So yeah, the other gauntlets are still really good for that. Either way, we can run around with either. Have a little fun. Gotta go fast, gotta go fast. Sonic, bro. Just mollywop those guys. That's the idea, you know. Ooh, I forgot I need to buy brand items. I'll do that later. I will do that later. So if you want real speed, the Jewelbird mask. Yeah, Jewelbird mask will do it. Master Trader armor. And then you use, like, Master Trader boots with Flux, probably. Yeah, it'd be speedy. Speedy for sure, man. Marathon Potion for the 10%. Merc for another 10%. Be on the move. Alright, this is the bird. You ready? This is the bird that's going to drop the mask. I guarantee it. Never mind. It probably is the one that's going to drop it because he ran away. I was correct. I was right the entire time. Let's go kill the Wendigo. I don't think I did this bandit camp this run. I like destroying Wendigos. It is a favorite pastime of mine. It's a pretty faulty system in their base, that they have a giant hill that anybody could just climb down. That bird 100% has the mask. Yeah, he has to have it. He has to. Well, that was easy. I will take your turnip soup. Just so I could see what's in this chest. A whole lot of nothing. Should have expected it. Big fan of lighting Wendigos on fire. It's probably a favorite pastime of mine. They're so weak to it, you know? And it's like fire is so much damage when you get the burning applied. They just melt. You're done. You want to be done too? Oh, yeah. Of course. The bird had nothing. Nothing at all. So yeah, it's weird. Like, these are technically better, but what, 25? What's 25% of 7? Not a lot. $25% of 7 is what, like 2? Maybe? I think it increases the varnish damage, though. It's probably better once the varnish is added on, which I'm using a lot of. Fire and lightning, is this a good combo? Yeah, generally anything is fine. The best combo would be like fire and decay. That one is really, really good. Fire and decay. A lot of stuff are weak to them. So 1.5, yeah, so a little less than 2. Not a whole lot of extra damage. Ooh, I need rations. Oh, that pains me. Don't do that. That would have made me physically ill. I wanted to make a pure fire mage build using a lantern and sunfall axe with the ring of fire, but Caldera's enemies have so much fire resistance. Could always use the shield. Or what you could do is you could use maybe the Chimera pistol. Not a bad idea. What about Scorched? Could you get Scorched anyway? I don't even know what does Scorched. Probably... What does Scorched? I know there's a lot of Astral weapons that do, but that doesn't count. They do all hexes. What does Scorched? I believe the Old Legion Spear, if you enchant it, can do Scorched. I don't use that one very often. Don't use that one very often. Fire and lightning is a really nice combo for a lot of the Scourge enemies. Scourge are all weak to lightning, obviously. So that would be powerful. I need bread, and I need it now. Alright, where do we want to go first? Do Royal Manticore that sell the sword that could buy the house? Probably a good idea. I don't have a fire varnish, though. And I'm pretty sure she's resistant to lightning. Does the Scorched Touch Hex apply that debuff? Yes. Yes, it does. I don't really feel comfortable doing this without fire. Okay, try, though. I could give it a shot. Aw, man. Aw, man, he says. Yeah, all the touch X's, they apply whatever corresponding element that it would be like scorches the fire hex. I don't think you even have to activate them either. No, it's just instant negative 25. Hence why the Doom hex would have been good for me to use. I just, I could throw it on and try, but dude, I don't know. Doom. It only uses 5 mana. So it basically uses nothing. Because I have the negative cost. Yeah, I should have expected that one. Maybe we stop in town first and then buy the varnishes. I need fire for the Wendigo, not the Wendigo. Although it'd be good on him too. I need fire for the Manticore. It's not going to go well without it. If that only carried you slightly further for some of these enemies. Oh, maybe there's a fire varnish in here. Sometimes you can get lucky. Oh, I did not get lucky. Did not get lucky, folks. Bandits. I'm looking for the Blue Ranger or the Giant. I'll fight either of those. That, my friends, is the Bandit Manhunter. Nailed it. We're not gonna have discharge. Kinda sucks. Oh no, we have 1 discharge. We could use it on the hyena, probably. Mana regen. Probably a little bit of sneaking would do me good. I'd love to get that hyena dead. Alright, nice. I didn't quite kill him. Alright, that's not bad. Ooh, they're both here. Okay. Alright, well maybe Doom Hex is better than I thought. That was instant. It was very easy to do. Let's try it on the Giant. We're gonna do double down, and we'll have 50% bonus to our damage. Alright. 50% bonus. Discharge. Not as impressive as I wanted it to be. That was pretty good. Yeah, I was a little too late. Well, that'll be enough to get me my house. Nice. Good loot. Alright, so Doom Hex. It fits with this build. See, the thing I usually don't like about it is it uses mana, and so all the builds it'd be beneficial with are hard to use it with. But this, I am a mage build, so a mage melee build. It might be pretty good. Hey, it's raining. Let's do first Cannibal first. That's more fun to me. Practice it on the bandits? I don't know. See, again, bandits, it'd be impossible to get the Doom Hex on. They're too fast. Unless you were talking to Varen. Either way, it's true. Bandits are hard, bro. Hardest enemy in the game. No, actually, that's Trox. Yeah, you're talking to Varen, okay. That's why I figured. I was like, I probably just butted in for no reason. I never know how much mana to get when you go to Conflux. Magic in this game confounds me. It's always 1 point. Never get more than 1 point, ever. And then, if you feel like it's not enough, come back. So, most of the mage builds I do, I get 3. Like, if I'm going full mage from start to end, I'll go 3. This particular build I built around the negative mana cost, so I went with 2, because I had a lot of stuff that was buffing my mana and then my negative cost for it too. But yeah, you always start with 1, and then if it's not enough, just slowly move up. Especially if you don't really know what you're going to go for, because you might switch later in the game to a more melee build, and if you just suck down 3 mana immediately, maybe you didn't need that, right? I think 3 mana makes it easier to use boons a lot more.
There's news for you.
That's just me.
This worries me.
That's just me. Alright, I want to sell that and this. Now I can buy the house.
Something. How can I? Oh, right. Nice.
What's up, Tango? Can you help me with bows that I can use at the start, except for the horror bow and the coral horn bow? Coral horn would be my suggestion. It's really good. You want a recurve bow? If you could find the bandit manhunter and Endmerker and manage to kill him, he always drops one, so it's a really nice drop there. Recurve bow applies, I think, slow down, maybe? It's good, regardless. And I need bread, don't I? It's another good bow. Ooh, the wolf bow. Wolf bow's pretty good. It's quite expensive, though. It's like 1,000. Honestly, one of the better things you could do is go over to the Antique Plateau and kill some Kazites. They will
How
drop
can I help you?
a Kazite bow sometimes. That's not a bad bow to start with. I mean, making your enemies do less damage is always a good advantage to have.
Want to buy something?
I would like something. What am I looking for? Bread. Ah, yes, I have no money. Obsidian bow with the enchant's good. Scorch and burn. Yeah, the obsidian bow is really good if you get that, too. Maybe kill some deer. I don't know what the bow is you need to craft with it, though. I'm using a bow pistol build, where in the future I want to use the Astro bow with Chimera pistol. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Astro bow is really good. Probably one of the best bows in the game. Alright, what am I making? Alpha sandwiches. Played this game more than 140 hours. Still, what a good game. Yes, indeed. Very true. Bread of Wild. Not a bad pickup. Alright, we got 10 sandwiches. We got this. We got our fire. We need a little bit more water, and we are good to go. How did water make me heavy? Oh, it didn't. I'm equal. Can probably put these away now. Don't think I need them. On our way to the first cannibal. That will be what we do first, and then we'll head over. I think the Hive Lord is already dead. Ooh, I need to go back into town. We'll do the Necro guy last. The Skeleton Warrior. Yoshin, is there any way to counter the durability drain from skills on the weapon? My axes are breaking all the time, and I gotta rest so often. Pull up Poltergeist. Poltergeist, the enchant. It repairs your weapons over time. It is the way to go. That's actually why I'm using Poltergeist on both of my knuckles, because otherwise the skills would break it too fast. Elemental Discharge. Yeah, it's a disadvantage that a lot of skills have. They just eat through your weapon durability fast. Like later game weapons have 600 durability, so it's not as big of a deal, but it still affects them quite a bit. Where do you apply Poltergeist at? Poltergeist is an enchant that you have to do in Ghost Pass. It's a relatively easy one to do, although you do need an ether particle, which can be slightly difficult to get sometimes. You have been annoying since I started fighting you. I want you to know that. But yes, the only way to really make that easy on yourself is to just enchant him with Poltergeist for the durability regen. Yeah, I don't know if you can look up the recipe at a merchant. Ooh, nice. Merchant might sell the recipe, but just look up online. I believe it's ether particle, tourmaline, purifying quartz, and then west, far, east, close. And you can enchant 2 things at a time, because it only requires 2, which is really, really nice. Any news on Outward 2? Nothing to report. Nothing to report. They are going to have alternate starts, if you didn't know about that. That was leaked a little while ago, but they are going to have alternate starts. Ooh, 2 alpha. I'll take it. Never turn down a good alpha meal. That's what I always say. Yes, I do always say that. And no, you cannot prove otherwise. And there we are. Not sure how well the ice will do. I know they're weak to it, but I don't really have any bonuses, is the thing. Without Cabal Hermit, it's just kind of... Lightning might actually hit better. Hello, Goofy. No, I'm not giving you the dagger. Ooh, yeah. I mean, it's still good damage, obviously. Maybe I could probe it up. Get a little probe action up in here. We'll wait on that, though. Alright, so we got 3. Man, I have a lot of mana right now. Why do I have so much? Oh, it probably regened on my walk back. Check for anybody else. Don't really need to loot anything because we're going to grab Sky Crown after. Let's go ahead and rush the Elemental if I can find him. Ooh, can I hit him from here? This would be amazing if it works. Ah, yes, it did not work. It did not work, folks. Plan has been aborted. Abort the mission. Oh wait, plan is now working again. Aha! The plan was a success. A success. Just not in the way I thought. Ooh, a fire particle. What do you think about the Caldera Knuckles? Plus cold damage, negative fire. They're probably the best Knuckles in the game if we're just talking damage overall. They're really, really powerful. And not a lot of things are resistant to cold. They're at least in competition for the best, that's for sure. You mess with the wrong guy, bro. Look how much stagger Elemental Discharge does on its own. Oh, yeah, dude. The Pyrite Grey Hammer sells for 300. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Pyrite Grey Hammer is a fun weapon. Too bad it doesn't do that much damage. Could stand to do a tad more, in my opinion. Oh, you hear that? Wendigo is not in his cage. He is in the hallway. I don't see him. I heard him on the left. He might be further out than he usually is. Ghost? Hello? The heck did the ghost go? I just saw him. Ah, there he is. He's hiding. Alright, now that he's out of the way, let's go check on this guy. I want to make sure that I have weather defense, though, so I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, the Toki Bakasit Knuckles, very, very powerful. We'll probably grab him and try him out on a couple of things. I'm not sure if you'd enchant him with anything other than Poltergeist, though. Alright, so this is the bottom end. I think he's right above me. Yep, I was correct about that. Let's go back in your cage, buddy. I don't want to fight you in this hallway. Not that your arena is much better. Ooh, sweep the leg did not work. Now you know why you use fire. Oh no, don't do that to me. That was bad. I need confusion, don't have it. This is a horrible arena. Nice damage. Ooh, missed the punch. Got him. This is a bad arena. Did you see what I did? I went over here. I climbed up on this by accident, and I went to hit the skill, and it canceled the skill. And then it, like, threw me back down. That's kind of scary. And ta-da! The Scarlet Lich statue. Inflicting chill in one hit's kind of crazy. It does a lot more damage after that. Interesting loot. Might decraft this. I think it's palladium. I don't know what this... Ooh, more palladium. Well, this dungeon wasn't too bad. Wendigo gave me a run for my money. Probably should have fought him in the hallway. The weird thing is, usually I don't like fighting him in the hallway, but I think this is a weird instance where it would have been better. Because at least then I wouldn't have climbed up on the wall by accident. Alright, where's this at? There you are. The Red Lady's Dagger. And I gotta grab the Pyrite Hammer. It is 9, though? Jeez. Imagine if we got double Pyrite. That'd be crazy. Double Pyrite would have been insane. We gotta put this in our pocket. And this weighs 3.5, unfortunately. Guess we're going back to town, huh? Alright, empty this, empty that. Move a little bit faster now. Let's take... Probably nothing else. Look at this thing. What a Unga Bunga hammer if I ever saw one. 100% confusion, by the way. 100%. It is the only thing in the game that does confusion in a single hit, I believe. Kind of insane. The problem is the damage doesn't match up for that. Now, if you went Poltergeist, probably it'd be okay. But the attack speed, ooh, 71 impact. Bro, who made this hammer? Does 71 impact? What? Dude, Skycrown does 55. 50. This has 70. I mean, does that auto, like, knock down everything? Plus confusion? Oh, that'd be such a good co-op build. You use the Pyrite Great Hammer. You do basically no damage. You're not going to do a lot of damage, but you use your shove ability. It'll affect confusion, and it'll knock down everything. Your partner goes damage build, and just hits the enemy as he sits on the ground. That'd be so easy. That'd be the easiest way to play the game ever. Just do this. Block, shove, block, shove. And you repeat that for 45 hours. So going to be fast travel an hour or two? No, there will be pack mules, but no fast travel. They may do something similar to what they did with the Sorobor Caravaner. Like for, I don't know, like maybe DLCs or something. But yeah, no fast travel. This hammer's a monster. I've never used it before. I mean, I used it... I tested it in that Great Hammer video I did. I wanted to show it off. I just, like, hit a dude with it. It was good. It was good. But the thing is, you really need to do something to it. I think varnishes would make it better. You wouldn't need Wind Infuse. It already has such high impact. That'd be a waste. What you probably would want to do is use a fire varnish. That way it inflicts burning. Because it is a fire weapon. It's too bad it doesn't inflict burning to begin with. I guess it is a hunk of rocks. So why would it inflict burning? It'd be a really powerful weapon if it did, though. A lot more people would probably use it. I want to get... I think I could turn into Cold Stone at the mage.
How can I help you?
Not that.
How can I? Here's the pay attention. You've earned this. How can I help you?
Nice. And ice and poison. Neither of those are that good. One thing I'd like in Hour 2 is the ability to grow your own potion ingredients. Yes, like in Monsoon. Yes, that would be a great idea. I think all the houses should have a little plot where you just put down something and it grows every, what, like 3 days? That'd be a great idea.
Hey there.
That is an excellent idea, my friend. You truly are a genius. Alright, re-equip this.
Hey there.
Browse shop. Oh, it only sells for $3.38. Still, pretty good. Still pretty good. Doesn't the cannon pistol inflict confusion in one hit as well? Oh, yes, that would be the other one. Cannon pistol. So there are two things. It's the only melee weapon that does it, though. But you are correct. Cannon pistol is an instant infliction of confusion as well. Good call on that one. Forgot about it. I don't know how I forgot about it, because I just did the run with it, but whatever. We've got plenty of potions for mana, stamina, all that jazz. I'm going to maybe buy some more bread. I have another piece of bread. And then I'll just cook the other meat, not to waste time. I'm not worried about it. Alright, so then we go grab some water. There we are. Health potions. Move those to pocket now. Maybe some mana potions as well. We are ready for the Royal Manticore, folks. Shrouded Mind. What's a good mage build without sigils? Mage build without sigils. Rune Mage is always pretty good. Or Hex Mage. Just go Rune Mage and then use Runic Armor or Tenebris Armor. Personally, I go Tenebris, a little bit easier to use. Then you got that full armor set and Cabal Hermit, Rune Mage, Philosopher. That's a pretty fun magic build. Let's see how this goes. I am intrigued to see how fast he goes down. We are going to use a Fire Varnish. Lightning is not going to do enough. I believe he has a 20% resist to lightning. I don't think it's that high. Or she. She's a she. Catch you later, Tango. Rainbow Hex Mage, Rune Mage, Chakram, many options. Yeah, Chakram's another good one. Yeah, that one's usually a little bit harder to do. Takes some skill to kind of put that together and then use it efficiently, but it is very, very powerful. And fun. It's probably one of the more fun magic builds. Slinging a disc. It makes really cool sounds too. Zing. Good, because the sigils don't seem that well thought out. The sigils are actually really good. They're probably the most powerful magic in the game, actually. Sigil stacking specifically is kind of busted. The easiest one to use for fun is probably the Lightning Sigil. Just because you don't need stones for it. And so what you can do is just spam Spark, or you could use Conjure, which, you know, like one-shots half the stuff in the game. Really fun. What's the other ability? Mana Push is a really good ranged ability. Yeah, Wind Sigil is probably my favorite sigil to use on, like, just really powerful builds. If you ever wanted to be really cheesy, Fire Sigil is the best. Just burn everything. The problem with Fire Sigil is for a new player, it is harder to get... It's harder to get Firestones, because you don't know where thick oil spots are. And that could be kind of a problem. You don't like the static placement? Yeah, I was assuming that was probably going to be your complaint. They do not move, that is true. That is understandable to not be a fan of that. Basically what you do is you pop it kind of outside of combat. Like slightly far away from the enemy, and then you walk up to him and, you know, walk back. It's more of a defensive playstyle. Buddy, you should have paid attention. I believe that goes through blocks from what I've seen. We'll take both of those. I'll wait to buff till we're closer. To cement yourself on a point where you need to dodge around. Yeah, it could be kind of tricky. Way to make it a little bit easier is to use a staff and then block. It's actually a lot easier because you basically just wait till the enemy attacks and then you hit him with Spark, and it does enough stability damage to knock them back so they can't attack you again, and then you do, you know, like Mana Push or swear. There's really good magic combos you can do with it. But yeah, that's fair. There he is, or she is. Let's go with a burnt health potion, as well as a stamina. Do I need Gaberry wine? That is the question. I don't know. Probably not. Then I won't be able to block very well. Let's go with increased stealth so I get a nice shot off. We'll do the fire. Do I have enrage? Yes, I do. Could somehow get confusion on her instantly. That would be the best bet. We'll see what happens. That is what I kind of thought was going to happen. Alright, so probe is a no-go. It doesn't work on her. The hitbox is not quite wide enough. Discharge is not going to go either. It's a little bit too aggressive. There we go. Impacting her is going to be really difficult. Maybe wait for the throw again. Oh yeah, the hill's in my way. Nice, that works. If I can get her to spin. Let's finish her with discharge. Goodbye. Discharge is the key player. I got hit, I think, one time, and it was because I used the Prismatic Flurry. Prismatic Flurry really does put you in such a vulnerable state. We need probably not Predator Bones. I'll do all of that. See how heavy it makes us. Not great. Not that bad either. Eat lead, son. Ooh, way less damage. Drop bag, because I am heavy. If discharge exploded, it'd be so broken. Hit all the targets. Alright. Manticore done. Who's left? Who is left? And I believe we have the skeleton guy at the necropolis, and then it's time to go to the desert and kill all those mini bosses. Time to go kill all those mini bosses. I believe we have Sandrow's Horror, Luke the Pearlsant, Compass Guardian will be an interesting one. But that's about it. Does anyone know off the top of their head how weak is the Compass Guardian to ethereal damage? Because if it's 40%, I think using lightning will still give us a boost in our damage. Which is kind of crazy to think about. Look at this sword, though. Look at this thing. Oh my goodness. How do you do a longsword build and not use this? I mean, it's just amazing. Yeah, longswords have the best combos. 1, 2, swing. Or 1, 2, 3, swing. You can also do the 1 swing, but I don't like that one very much. The 1 special is really powerful. Yeah. Very, very strong weapon type. Or weapon in general. Ooh, what is that? Oh, the giant's dead. I already killed him. No. Poor giant. Is it fast? Yes, 1.1 attack speed. 1.1 attack speed, 52 impact, 26 lightning damage. You know what's crazy? Think about this. Think about this for a second. The Star Child Claymore, which is a two-handed sword, deals 52 impact, right? Does anyone remember how much the Sky Crown does? I do. It's 50. A two-handed weapon does 2 more impact than a one-handed weapon. This is why I always say Sky Crown is so good. The amount of impact they gave it is insane. The day calls. Thanks for the adventure, Sheen. Looking forward to the next one. Catch you later, bro. The specials on greatswords are good for sidestepping attacks. Yeah, they're a lot like swords in that way. One-handed swords do the same, kind of a similar moveset. Not the same moveset, but you could use it for the same thing. That is indeed the case. Just a really, really powerful weapon type. Counters are really, really nice. And, the sad thing, though, is that I really like the idea that they did with the spear counter. Because basically what happens is, if you miss, it still hits. It just doesn't get its damage bonus. That's a really good way to do a counter. I like that a lot. It's like, hey, this is useful, but if it isn't useful to you and you mess it up, it still does something. It's not completely a whiff, right? I believe it is slightly less powerful than the other counters, though, to compensate. Not 100% on that, but I believe that's the case. Alright, the trudge all the way back to town. Good times, good times. I noticed my stamina was perfectly fine for that fight, though, so I think stamina is not going to be an issue at all. That's the cool thing, though, is like when you're activating Discharge, that's a huge bonus for like combo builds between melee and magic. When you're using special, or when you're using skills that use magic, a lot of them don't consume stamina. I need to check to see if this does. This might actually, though. But yeah, if they don't consume stamina, it gives you a chance to regen. Let me double check. Yeah, no stamina. So that's a really neat way to combo in your attacks and just try to, like, upkeep your build. Trying to gong strike build, and it's as bad as you said it was. I told you. I told. Some people like it, okay? And it's perfectly fine if you like it, but yeah, I don't make stuff up. I have played with it. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Looks like Lightning has plenty of great weapon options. Dude, it has a ton of weapon options. Whirlig Spear, Palladium weapons, Star Child. Duty does Lightning for Holy Blaze.
Want to buy some? Here's what I need. You've earned this. Want to buy something?
I need your bread, sir. I made a good build with it, but right now I'm just trying to run where I can only use items and skills from Chersony, so it's not going well. Yeah, it is a very strong ability for some nice damage, but it has the same problem that Prismatic has for me, in that it leaves you vulnerable for too long, and it doesn't do enough damage to compensate for that. Bread. Bread is not at an alchemy kit. That would be silly. Sheen, you inspired me to do Knuckles, but I'm a mage main, so I'm thinking of going Prismatic Flurry with runes for protection and healing. Hex for the burn, and Philosopher for mana regen. Ooh, okay. If you're gonna do that, make sure you use the luxury tent. You will need the stamina if you're going to use Knuckles. You have to use the luxury tent. What's up? Grizzy, been watching your vids lately. Keep up the good work, man. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Been using the Rusted Sword and Gold Lich for lots of lightning, so it's not terrible. Oh yeah, Gold Lich stuff. Nice. I would like probably to put some of this mana away. Do you think Outward 2 will have full voice acting? Yes, they said that it will. Yeah, I believe they said it will in one of the live streams they did. At least I remember hearing that. I could be wrong, but I believe it does, yeah. When's Outward 2 gonna release? There's no definitive date on it. From what I've heard, it will get early access in 2026, and it will fully release in 2027. Could be earlier, could be later. That's what I heard. I don't know anything definitive. If only it didn't consume your imbue, I'd tolerate it, but no, it has a longer cooldown than discharge, longer animation, and makes inventory management harder. Yeah, the only advantage it has is that it does apply poison, I believe, in one explosion. I think that's how it works. So you just pop it, and then boom, the enemy's poisoned. So it's good for bandits, but... yeah, obviously that's a problem. You, my friend, look like you would like a big old prismatic flurry. You have rations, because that's currently what I need right now. Bread. Bread. I don't think I came down here. Yeah, I didn't need to. And inflicts slow down with ice, burn with fire, poison with poison, but its cooldown is so bad. Yeah, it's more of a starter ability than anything else. Like, you're supposed to start combat with it and then switch to something else. And it might be good with Predator Leap, actually. Predator Leap might be a good opening for it, so you don't become as vulnerable. Yes, that is what I wanted to do. I wanted to aim at the wall. Thank you, game. How did you know? How did you know I wanted to aim at the wall? That was my plan the whole time. Oh, these mini skeletons. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Dude, he's swinging his arm. I didn't know that. I thought they swung swords. Look, they have mini skeleton arms that they swing. Ah! I had no idea. That's adorable. Little baby skeletons. Are these children? Oh, that's messed up. That went from being adorable to depressing very quickly. Whoa, dude, don't kill me. That'd be sad. Alright, maybe, we don't talk about them being possibly children. That's kind of dark. He said, punch them! Punch the children! Ah! Alright, buddy. Let's pretend. Alright, so he hit me twice in my block. Like, literally through it. That's interesting. Didn't know he could do that. Boon ran out. I'd like to get that up again if I can. Sir, I'm coming for you. See, it missed. This is why I don't like these hexes. It was good though. I've been doing some good work with it. It was fast. All it took was one good flurry. Man, he has a shimmer potion? Nice. What's up, CI? Don't need to do any of this shenanigans, so we're out of here. I was too busy gawking at the little skeleton. Look, they have little skeleton hands that they hit you with. Why is that not a weapon type? I need it. The skeleton arm. Deals ethereal damage. Pure ethereal damage. Nah, that'd be lame. Physical damage, and maybe it gets a free buff to do ethereal damage. Lightning does good impact, though. 1.9 times. Okay, nice. Kind of rude to animate children's bones as undead guards. I agree. I agree. Teach me where to find the enchant for increased physical damage. Whiplash? Just check the wiki, my man. Just check the wiki. There's no reason to go find the scroll and all that. Just go check the wiki, look up Whiplash, and then it'll tell you which incense you need. I don't remember what it is. I could tell you if I knew what element, but I don't know what element it is. Alright, well, weirdly enough, that was the hardest enemy we fought. He got me good. You checked it? What color incense it is it? That's really all I need to know. Wiki diving and outward is a national sport. Indeed. Indubitably, this is true. Alright, we have enough food. We have enough tartines. Let's go to Levant. Levant.
This worries me.
And rations. Maybe I don't need that many. Oh, wait. I need more than that. There we go. Alright, which exit do we want to use? Probably the other one. Ooh, I should repair. Yeah, I didn't realize my... Oh, that's why it took so much damage. My armor is completely dead. Armor is gonzo, dude. How much I end up with? 54. What's the build? Prismatic Flurry Discharge build. We got Speedster, Rogue Engineer, and Kazite Spellblade.
Hey there.
3 combos I don't use all that often, so it's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
Hope there will be some good gore body damage physics in Hour 2. It'd be nice to see skeletons explode into pieces. That would be really cool, actually. You punch a skeleton and its head blows off. Skull just flies across the screen. What's up, Mono? Thinking about doing a greatsword build combining Rune Sage, Cabal Hermit, and Skyite Spellblade for combo of melee and range damage. It'll work. It'll work. It's pretty good. Sheen, you carry an obscene amount of food? Yes. I will never go hungry. What's up, Tony? I will never go hungry. Uh-huh. I forgot. We need to do the Vigil Pylon, which is right next to the exit anyway. But I do need to do that for my pickaxe. It said incorrect. That's the minimum amount of food required. Yes. Indeed, the more food, the better. Although I do have a weird assortment of food right now, I'll admit that. Alright, so we might fight some beast golems, but that is about it on the way there. Maybe some bandits too. It's part of the outward charm. If you want to punch like a champion, you have to eat like a champion. Very true. That is why Zephyrian died. He forgot to take his barrier potions to completely block the Tsar bullet. Definitely happened. Ooh, that was hidden. I did not see him. I did not see him at all. What's up, Machina? How's it going? How's the run going? The run's great. We are stomping stuff down right now. Get so picky with inventory management. I know exactly the amount of food I want between towns. Yeah, usually I just kind of make however much I can and walk around with it. It's not efficient at all, but it's what I do. I forgot that I kind of wanted Mafino's backpack. I should have grabbed that while I was in the other region. Oh, there's another one. I heard him. Where is he? Back here. Somehow I ran past him. Oh, of course. My old nemesis. The hitbox not hitting. For some reason. I thought I heard another one much closer, though. Maybe it's my own footsteps. I don't know. This is weird. Oh, let's do a mana potion. I've had more careless deaths due to not having enough water than I'd like to admit. Yep. 6 canteens or you're not doing it right. That's what I always say. If you're not drowning in water in Outward, you're probably already dead. Ooh, I need water. Speak of the devil. Not quite as much damage as I wanted. Yeah, okay. Alright. That went quite poorly. Quite poorly indeed. I wonder if, like, the knuckle distance is weird for them. Because I noticed they keep fireballing me when from 2 feet away. Usually don't do that. Alright, so now we have ghosts. I think I'll just use a spirit varnish to make this as easy as possible. Because why not, you know? Well, it would appear that this does indeed make it as easy as possible. Can I get some probe, maybe? Oh, yeah, probe. There we go, there's 2. Goodbye. Goodbye, ghost. Actually, only 2 alert levels is pretty good cooldown, too. Are you stuck? Why are you like this? Alright, so we go through this one. That teleports us over here. Then we go back through this one. And then walk through and dodge immediately. What is man doing? Let's try and get probe. Oh, it's the bad one, though. I hate this. Oh, the animation's so bad. Alright, make sure we have water. Do I have enough buffs? I do. The little extra spin is too much for the... Too much time. Of course you missed. Why would you ever not miss? Ready? Ready? Disrespect. Sweep the leg! Oh, that was just mean. Explain to me how I missed. I need an explanation immediately. Immediately. The answer is I didn't miss. Oh, look, Coral Horn Bow. Yeah, Coral Horn Bow inflicts slowdown. It's pretty good for, like, early game bow. 4 legs, you're right. He had the 2 back legs. Oh, hey, I made it a gold mining pickaxe. I forgot about this. If you legacy chest an iron pickaxe, it turns into a gold one. That kind of sucks, though, because the gold ones are heavier. Boo. Whoops. Still. I have it. Ta-da! The gold pickaxe. It looks like a regular pickaxe, but slightly shinier. That is for Caldera, of course. Actually, it only weighs 1 extra weight. It's really not that big of a deal. Probably doesn't make it much of a difference. I have to be honest. I think we already killed the bug, so we should probably go do Luke the Pearl since he's on, like, the other side of the continent. Then we'll go do Virulent Hive Man. Ooh, look at that. Another golem. Another golem. There's 2 of them. Why is there 2 of them? I don't know. Alright, let's double check dodge. Dodge is okay. No way that hit. No way, dude. GG, heck yeah, Tony. Dude, the durability, or not durability. The cooldown, what the heck? I can use 2 discharge right off the bat. Pathfinder Claymore is seriously slept on. The attack speed's not the best, but the reach and elemental vulnerability is awesome. With a good decay buff, the rail of a sword just slaps. There are so many of these dudes. Yeah, it is pretty good. I feel like you'd have to use Wind Infuse with it because it is very slow, but it has, what, like 30, 40 decay damage? It's a lot of decay damage. Definitely an interesting option. So there is a deer, but that's all I see down here. Let's go water, and then we'll do another tartine. These are probably going to rot soon. I didn't think about the fact that I was going to like 3 different regions. Use blood infuse with it, work like a charm. Ooh, blood infuse, that's a good one. Yeah, health back and then extra decay. That'd be kind of crazy. Brace! I'm gonna call it out every time I do it. Brace. As Oliel would say, off to the Abrasser Desert. It's Abrasar, or you're an uncultured swine. Abrasser is for those with limited vocabulary. Confirmed. Then I need the cool boon. Off to find Luke the Pearlscent. Where shall he be? Old Levant. We need to go across the bridge, and I believe... should be easy to find him after that. Should be this way. Yeah, we already did the Jade Acolyte. That was when we went in to help Oliel. That was a fun quest. Although the giant did a lot of damage to me. We actually almost died to that giant too. I've come close to dying quite a few times in this run. Have I died twice or once? I died to the shell horror in the slide randomly, even though I had him dead. I think that might be my only death. I'm not sure. It's hard to remember. Could check the chests too, but we're already heavy, so it's probably not worth it. I have a lot of money. It's never enough, knowing Caldera. But I do have quite a bit. I haven't had to buy too much stuff, and we've kind of accumulated a lot of gold just walking around. I wonder what this place looked like before, like, the sand took over everything. Like, I have all these giant statues. It's interesting. The Primal Ritualist Hut. It's kind of an interesting spot for that. It's probably a good thing they put that over there, because there really isn't much on that left side, you know? There's Old Levant over here, and that's about it. Alright. Probably about time I get my buff going here. I'm gonna use one of these so I don't have less than maxed stamina. Cures burnt health. I'm missing that cheesecake, bro. That cheesecake was amazing. Gave me some really good stuff. Maybe we go with... Nah, we'll just go with lightning. I was thinking maybe we do fire, but nah. Already have impact. Let's go discipline. Although it won't help me that much. It might be something I need. You never know. You never can be too sure about it. Enter Old Levant. How many bandits am I gonna have to deal with? Then under my mouse. Oh, there it is. Nice. Ooh, buddy. That is not gonna feel good tomorrow. Oh, there's no way you hit me. Don't lie. Don't sit there and lie to me like that. I'd like to get maybe some probe levels here. Yes, probe. Probe having no distance. Love it. It's pretty good if the enemy's almost dead, though. Ooh, there's two guys over there. Don't like that. Spear guys are a little bit easier to do it on, because their attacks are more straightforward. Okay. We have 4 of that, so let's use a mana potion, and then we can just discharge everybody. You get a discharge, and you get a discharge. Look at him. Luke is like, what happened? What happened to my friends? I'm just dismantling their army. One person at a time. This is embarrassing. No! I hate these abilities! They're trash. Oh no! Brace almost killed me! Okay, so he's a dodger. He likes to dodge all my stuff. Ooh, he's got a lot of health, too. I may have, underestimated this fellow. Very good dodging skills here. Oh, yes, he dodges everything I do. Amazing. How to beat a man who only dodges. He's fast. That's the problem. Very, very fast. Watch this. See ya. Goodbye. Oh, can I go up this? Oh, no way you can go up this. No, he can't get up here. There's 0 chance he can get up here. I need this. I didn't even know I could get up here. Cheese? Oh, the cheese is delectable. It is delectable. Watch this. My friend, you need to learn the art of cheese. It is delicious. You will never know pain such as this. Ah! He's gonna kill me. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. He countered my cheese with more cheese. I did not see that coming. It was scary. Alright, I was not prepared for that. This man literally just... He just, like, vaulted up the thing that I didn't think he could get up. That was horrifying. That's an outward moment if I ever saw one. Alright, this guy is really hard, actually. He's just dodging everything I do. Ooh, I didn't dodge that, though. Brace! That's all I needed was brace. I had to wait for it to come back. I had a plan the whole time, guys. I had a plan. You didn't think I did, but I did. Alright, now that I dismantled the entire old Levant army, I feel pretty good about myself. Look at that chest plate. Ooh, it's beautiful. 5 Gaberry wine is also quite amazing. Man, he hits hard. What, does he have, like, raw damage or something? What'd they give him? This man just uses 1 sword swing, and I had no health. I have a good amount of HP, too. Ooh, more bandits. More bandits. Old Levant is filled with people who want to die. Look at that. That's so unfair. It hits the enemy before they can even register that I'm attacking them. Ooh, he blocked. Didn't know I could do that. Did not know he had that skill. Alright, so then we'll kill these guys. Oh, you didn't know that was coming? You're done. Look at that special attack, man. That is insane. Ah, then I ate a sword strike for no reason. He deals 80 physical damage. What the heck? Is that the highest physical damage strike of any human in the game? Because it feels like it. It's really funny, though. They're like, we have this random guy that has no lore in the game at all. We need to make him interesting somehow. How do we make him interesting? Make him hit like an absolute unit. Fair enough. Fair enough. I do not feel like fighting a beetle right now. I have to fight enough of them in this next dungeon. So I think it's here, then we do Compass, and then Sandaros, right? Yeah. Then you know what time it is. Samples! We'll do that tomorrow, though. Lightning. I wonder how much samples I'll need to get, because I do have quite a bit of money stored up. Sheen, I'm curious, using only stuff from Chersonese, what do you think would be the best weapon type? Gold Lich stuff. So just a one-handed sword. Could also get a horror weapon from the... What's his face? The big horror guy over there. So technically that would be better, but... You know, you gotta get the stuff for it. So yeah, probably a horror weapon. Though Gold Lich is a close second. I mean, Gold Lich is really nice for debuff and stuff. What's the best horror weapon? Can you get Predator Bones over there easily? Yeah, you get Predator Bones. So, like, probably the spear, two-handed spear. It's one of the best horror weapons you could get early on, because it pokes from far away. Are there enough drops for a horror weapon in Chersonese? Yeah, all you gotta get is the chitin, which there's one shell horror, so you kill him, and then you have enough, because you could get occult remains from the ghosts. You can get palladium from multiple sources, and then you can go grab the fangs from the hyenas. Yeah, those are more of like an elite weapon type that you don't usually get in Chersonese. You're probably not even really meant to, per se. But you can, because, like, you could just, like, trap enemies and stuff. Like, they drop the resources, it's just that those caves are considered more elite caves. So most players aren't going to complete them until later in the game. Yeah, I think all the horror weapons are pretty good. I don't like the axe, just because World Edge exists, so it's always better for me. But yeah, like spear, mace. I don't really like the sword that much either. I've heard the axe is quite good, though. Don't explode. Cult remains from the two Wendigos. Ooh, yeah, they drop cult remains too, don't they? There's like guaranteed sources too. The greatsword looks so cool. I don't know if I've ever made the greatsword. Oh, I know I've made it many a time, but I don't think I've ever used it. I've sold it quite a few times. Probably a better idea to go with fire. Everything in here is weak to fire. Except for the bugs, they're weak to cold. I should have maybe gone cold then fire. Yeah, whatever. Alright, can I single out one of the bugs? That would be ideal. Yeah, these guys I'm not really a fan of fighting with fists. Though they do die quite quickly. The sooner we can get them out of the playing field, the better. Yeah, that's not how they're supposed to act. I don't know why they've been doing that with this run. For some reason, they're all activating Fireball the second they see me, even if I'm 2 feet from them. I don't understand. Why are they using Fireball so much? Well, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Every single one of them has shot me with a Fireball, no matter what I'm doing. Fair enough. It works. It works. How can I complain if it works? I'm gonna try in Prismatic. Yeah, it didn't work. Are you stupid? Yes. I don't even know why I asked. I already knew the answer. He's an idiot. Okay, I have 2 bugs in here, I think. Assassin beetles are another somewhat difficult enemy with this. You know what's really easy to fight them with, though? Spears. Spears are really good against these guys. I will just discharge you all day. I do not care. Sweep the leg worked. Odd. I thought they'd be too far away for it. +200 hours in Outward, and I've never seen this cave. This is the cave, where's it at on the map? Yeah, it's a very good map. It's the cave in, like, the bottom right corner of the map. Ish. It's more like, it's closer to the entrance. It's not all the way in the bottom right corner. Because I think that's Sandro's cave. It's a pretty cool cave. It's one of the more confusing ones, but it's kind of cool. Alright, what's my varnish looking like? 8 seconds. Wow. Let's go lightning. We're gonna have to punch our way out of this one, because I do not have discharge. Make sure we have the healing up. Should I sneak attack? I could probably sneak attack. I don't know if it'd be a good idea, though. Maybe I just gun for him? I'm not sure. It's 3 enemies. I'm not very good at multi-fights. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Oh, he saw me. However did he see me? Could not have possibly been the lantern that I have on. Alright, 1 down. The Virulent Hive Man. Yeah, I got the toxic. That's okay. See ya. Run away, run away, run away. Do not get near the bugs. Ah. Okay. And he had nothing, but I already knew that. That was a given. Ooh, yes. Okay, this sounds great. I gotta take that. That is a good selling item if I ever saw one. Ooh, bouillon? No mind if I do. Don't know what spicy, whatever that was. I think it's just heat protection, it looks like. So it's kind of not really something I needed. Brace! Ah. Got him. Alright, 2 left. We got Sandro's Horror and the Compass Guardian. Compass Guardian is a little scary, because he's an enemy that you kind of have to block. Now, if I could get Probe off, Confusion would make this a pretty easy fight. Actually, easy at crafting horror weapons, gold weapons, atrocities kind of trivializes the early game. They just shred everything, and they do. Yeah, you're kind of supposed to use, like, mushroom shield, fang weapons. Machete's not bad. If you can get a machete and then just use it for its speed, you can apply rags and varnishes to make up for that. It's not horrible. It's not good damage, but not bad. Rusted sword. A lot of times I get the Cerulean Saber in the chests. If you can get the Cerulean Saber, that one's really nice. It's not quite as good as it is for the bandits, but it's pretty decent. Which is pretty decent indeed. I kind of want to sleep before we do this, but I'll be in the sun. The sad thing is I'm already kind of heavy. Because I need to keep this for the house. I need to put that in the chest. I need like 10 of these, and I don't think I have any. Could eat some foods. Probably drop the grenades. Grenades are kind of bad. They don't sell that well. It's weird that the enemy... Like, that enemy's a toxic enemy, but I'm pretty sure those bombs that he has would be good against him. I'm not sure. I haven't checked his stats in a while. I know he's weak to fire, but I think he's weak to poison as well. Nailed it. Ooh, fire enemies. Okay. Maybe let's... Oh, that's a mantis too. Oh, there's 2 mantises. What the heck? Why are there so many mantises? I'm not ready to fight you. There's another one right there. Oh, he's misplaced the one over here. Okay, so they move slightly. There's usually another mantis on this left side. You could get all 3 of them to fight like the golems. They do pretty good damage. Ooh, they inflict confusion too. That might help. Need to find a good place to sleep. There really isn't one in the desert. Maybe over here by this outcropping. Like a little mini ruins. Yeah, this ain't so bad. No butterflies, but it might be somewhat safer. Alright. How long do we want to sleep? Because we probably don't want it to be full on daytime. The sun will bear down on us pretty fast. And then... Should I use lightning or varnish? Let's use a ethereal varnish into a lightning. So we use lightning for the boss, and then we'll use varnish, or the ethereal, for the earlier stuff. That'll probably help out. Okay, what do I want to take first? These 3 foods right here, alpha sandwich, marshmallow and tartine, and termite pottage, are kind of like the 3 basics that I've used almost this entire run. Yeah, let's pop all these. Don't use discipline, though. Save that for later. What is this, stealth? Stealth could be helpful. Never turn down some good stealth. We don't want Gaberry wine because impact will be important. Hello, Pearl Bird. Weird looking horn he has on his head. Alright, should be a beast golem, a sword golem, and then we'll move into the boss. There he is. Hoo-hoo-hoo! The damage is beautiful. Next. Save brace, though. That would be important for the boss. Ooh, he tripped. Oh, come on. Yeah, sometimes they do that. You'll stagger them, and then they'll instantly counter with their rush, and it is kind of a pain. Just go for it, maybe? Yeah, he sees us. He sees us. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Nice damage. Nice. I wasn't sure that was gonna work. It almost didn't. But yeah, I was gonna swap the lightning, but I forgot. I didn't get the chance to because he was already engaged, basically. Saw it coming. Can't quite impact him. I got really close there. But that was about it. Nailed it. Yeah, I wanted to try lightning. Unfortunately, I didn't rebuff beforehand, but that's okay. He got trashed either way. He got stomped. Spin? Let's do a little bit of probe. I'd like to get some alerts. There we go. Now you're dead. Destroyed! It said punch, 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 punch. Yep, that is what we're doing. That is the goal. Alright, so those guys are not near me, which is fine. I think I have palladium to do the swords anyway. Yep. Nice fight. A nice fight indeed. He's a good enemy if you know how to deal with the double spin that he does. If you don't know how to deal with that, it catches you a little bit too quick. What do you have, my friend? Some decent stuff. Ah, too many swords, though. That's 3 swords, and I only got... Yeah, I need one more. Darn. Alright, well, we could sell that, and this. It's a good haul. Dude, doing mini-bosses gives you a lot of stuff to sell. That's why I always do the mini-bosses before Caldera. Because if you do it after, you just get a whole bunch of stuff that's wasteful. Now, you could potentially save the stuff for your next run, and like the Legacy Chest did. That's not a horrible idea either, but... The Mantis is attacking the Pearl Bird. Ah! Run, Pearl Bird! Yeah, look, double Mantis. They spawn like 1,000 of these things in the desert. They're actually pretty common all over the world. There's like 5 or 6 spots in the desert. There's quite a few. And Chersonese only has like 2, I think. There's 2 on Conflux Mountain. Obviously, Caldera doesn't have any. There's quite a few in Antique Plateau. I think there's like 4 or 5 in the top right. Top left in your living quarters. Might only be 3. Where are the other ones at, though? Enmerker? Does Enmerker have any rock mantises? I don't think so. I don't think they have any. And then Howland Marsh doesn't have any either. So it's 3 and 3. 3 of them have quite a few, and the other 3 don't have any. I'm gonna check this guy, see what he has. Probably doesn't have anything. I'd like to see, though.
Greetings, friend.
You, in fact, have nothing. Can you find occult remains in Abrasar? Yes, you can. Go to your map, over here by the Virulent Colossal Hive. Just hug the right, head over here. There are a bunch of the Hive dudes, and they will drop occult remains almost every time. Did you enchant a pickaxe and harpoon for Caldera? I have a pickaxe, I don't have a harpoon, but you don't really need the harpoon because you barely ever use it. Last time I had the harpoon not enchanted, and I never had to repair it because the mole pig samples were very rare. But I do have the pickaxe. Enmerker does have one. You know where to get the one-handed sword skill technique. Yes, it is Caldera. You have to build the arena, and then the weapon master. And then you can buy it. Hello,
Can I help
sir.
you?
I'd like to sell this. But yeah, technique is sold in Caldera after you build the town. You gotta build the arena first. It's kind
Can I
of a
help
pain, because you need the upgrade too. I don't think I need anything here.
Listen,
Yeah, here's my pickaxe. I got the gold one because I legacied it. Probably, I didn't really want it to be gold, but it's just what it is. Hello, I'd like my house, please. Alright, we'll do one more thing for today, which is go kill the Sand Rose Horror. Do I have a fishing rod? Yes, I do. And I have a pickaxe. Put those away. Alright, so now I need water, and I think we're good on everything else. One more. Let's take the secret way out. The Undercity Passage. Where am I at? The backside? Yeah. What's up, Firehouse? About to complete all 3 trees on my monk build. Nice, nice. Oh, no way. Wow. Really just wasting my time, huh? I see how it is, buddy. I see how it is. And we already killed Bloody Alexis earlier, so she should be dead too. I gotta kill this mage, though. Almost walked off the edge. Can you survive a fall from this eye? I don't think so. Goodbye. What skill trees were you taking, Firehouse, for that build? I don't remember. I assume Warrior Monk and, like, Hermit. But I don't remember anything else about it. Maybe we'll find the Giant on the way here, because the Giant wasn't over by the other side where he usually is. He could have been up by the Oasis, which I did not check. Well, I don't see him. So he's probably by the Oasis. He does have a very rare chance to spawn by the pylon, the wind totem, but I've only ever seen him there like twice. If that. I mean, I remember that was there. He was there like the first time I ever saw the Giant in the desert. That was about it. Usually he's over here. Alright, how many bandits we gotta fight? Just one? One is nothing. Do I want a whole nother water skin? Nah. Nah. I have like 5 already. Nailed it! Man, this is like the holy punch of death, I guess. Does a ton of damage. Alright, we got archers to deal with, which will be interesting. I'm like 90% sure we've never been in this cave on this run. Probably want to take a look at our buffs again, though. Buffs are good outside of lightning. Fist of the North Star. I like that. The Holy Punch of Judgment. All good stuff. I like it. Ah, there you are. He blocked. How rude. How rude of him to actively do what he probably should have done. That is crazy, dude. Imagine someone walks up to you, right? Imagine you have a bow pulled and someone walks right up to you and punches you in the face. And you somehow let loose that arrow and nail them. How do you do it? That's what I want to know. How do you do it? I think I already took that, though. Gotta redo all these boons here. I don't even know why I activate that, because I don't really need discipline. I usually get it back from brace. It's a slight waste of time, but oh well. Doesn't hurt. Where are you, buddy? There you are. So I don't see how that would have not connected. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I don't know why that third hit didn't connect. I think maybe I went too far away from it. This ability acts so weird whenever you turn around the enemy. Alright, that is the last mini-boss outside of Caldera, I believe. Is it not? Should be. Yeah, we did the hatchery one, like the electric lab we did a long time ago. That one's been dead for a while. Okie dokie. Time for Caldera. I might want to go get Mephinos before I do that, but I don't really want to walk all the way back. That kind of sucks. I might just travel to Harmattan. That could be the easiest way to do it. Did I get some probe? Apparently not. Alright, but I need the infuse to do this, don't I? Oh, I blocked it. Sweep the leg! Yeah, that's the nice thing about these fists, is if I want to use a different element for whatever reason, it still does really good damage. What's up, single player? It's a good thing I used it anyway. We got bugs up here. The holy monk build is more like a holy build than a monk build. Take out one of them, and then we move in for the kill. Sweep the leg. Melee. Oh, the hitbox. Gotta love it. Their heads have, like, The very front of their head you can hit, but the sides of their head you can't, which is interesting. Are you Spellblade with Elemental Discharge? Yes. Yes, indeed. Goodbye. That explains the Dragon Ball Blast. Yep. Yup. It's a build that I've never been able to do before. I always kind of change it up and don't do exactly this, but I really like how this turned out. I really do. It's basically a magic build that isn't quite so squishy and focuses more on melee. Which is not something I do all the time, but it worked out. So those two beetles were actually on a date, basking in the sun, then some jerk just comes in punching and ruins their beach day? That's my bad. I will take the blame for that one.
You touch it, you buy it.
Why does she have these swords back here? The Thorny Claymore and the Obsidian Mace, but she doesn't sell them. Missed opportunity. She should sell all three of those. Never used the Thorny Claymore. I don't even know how you make it. I assume the two thorns. Those are like rare to get unless you're in the swamp, though. Alright, put that up. Don't need those. I need more health potions, ideally. How many greasy ferns do I have stored? Not many. It's fine. Once we get to Caldera, big pots drop left and right. A magic puncher, yeah. Are all stashes connected in the player house? In Definitive Edition, yes. In Old Word, no, but in Definitive Edition, yes. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from me today. We got all the mini-bosses done. They are dead and dealt with. So, tomorrow, we will get on Caldera. Probably get the whole town building process started. And don't know how long it'll take this time. We did it pretty quick last time. But you never know. You never know. Might try the Astral Gauntlets if I could find them. We'll see. I do want to try the Tokibaka set. That is a must. A must. They don't fit the build, but I want to try them. Alright, folks. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys. I will catch you tomorrow. Don't forget to like on your way out. And that is it from me. Catch you guys later.